What's going on, ladies and gents? Joe G, Elite Health and Physique. Welcome back to the channel. Another episode of Vegan Shredding Season. And in this video, I'm gonna take you guys through my current back routine for fat loss. So for those of you who don't know, I follow the bodybuilding style training. And so what that focuses on is chasing the pump. And so what chasing the pump means is you want to try to fill the muscles with as enough blood and water as you can. And so to do this, I train with high reps, and that is the constant contraction or the constant tension that draws the blood into the muscles. And so in my current routine, I'm training 1 to 2 muscle parts per workout, and I'm training them with high reps and with high sets. So I'm getting a lot of volume in. And so this particular back workout focuses on cables for constant tension. And again, I'm using high reps, and I'm also employing different techniques such as drop sets, compound sets, trisets, and supersets to make sure that we maximize the fat loss during this workout. I'm also keeping my rest periods about 90 seconds or less, unless I'm using one of those drop, try, or supersets. Without any further ado, let's get into the workout, and I'll show you how it's done. Let's go.
So for this first exercise, we're going to use a technique to pre-exhaust and really fire up the lats. So with the lat pull-ins, the main focus of this exercise is to get a strong contraction in your lats. So as you bend and pull into the movement, as you're pulling the cable down, you really fire up and get a strong contraction in your lats. And this exercise helps to really accentuate your lats and helps give you that vtaper when you diet down and you're really slim. So it's a good exercise to use as you start to build your physique. So this is a unilateral movement, meaning we use one arm each side. So we have to switch sides to get both sides of the lats, and then we're going to head and switch over and get into the workout here. So the next exercise we're going to jump into is straight arm pull downs, and this is another exercise to really isolate the back. And what you want to do with this is you want to keep your arms straight, and you want to really focus on contracting and pulling the cable down with your lats. Now this goes into another technique or another concept called mind-muscle connection. In medicine, they call this a psychomotor connection. Psycho meaning mind and motor meaning the neurons that fire the muscles or the units that you're working. You want to pay attention to moving the weight with the target muscle. So squeezing the weight down with the lats and not so much your hands or your arms or whatever is holding onto the weight. So you really want to focus on that, and that will help you develop your muscle exponentially once you master that concept. So next we're going to go ahead and jump over into wide grip pull downs. This is a vertical rowing movement, and this is going to help with the outer lats. And the key teaching point for the technique in this movement is you don't want to lean excessively too far back, because then you can't get a full contraction of the lats. So you want to stay as upright as possible. Of course, you're going to have a little bit of lean, but you don't want to have to be pulling the whole weight down with your body. Again, this is talking about mind-muscle connection. You really want to focus on pulling the weight down with your lats, squeezing throughout the whole movement, slowly relaxing back to the starting position before you repeat. So now we're going to switch over and hop into our first compound set. And a compound set simply means we do 2 exercises back to back for the exact same muscle group. Not to be confused with a superset, which is doing an exercise back to back for opposing muscle groups, say chest and back. And what we're going to do is we're going to go from a wide grip lat pull down, which is a vertical movement, to a close grip lat pull down. And while both exercises target the lats, the close grip lat pull down targets more of the bicep, and you get more middle back activation. So you get to work on the thickness of your middle back as well as your biceps while targeting your lats. So you get a bit of a 3-in-1 effect by compounding these 2 exercises back to back, as well as you get to save time and exhaust the muscle. And now we're going to go into our first horizontal rowing movement, the bent over barbell row, overhand grip. And so we still get the same target muscle of the lats, but now with this movement we get to add in the rhomboids, and we get to get a little more activation in our traps. So we get a little more overall back with the overhand barbell row. Because we're only doing this horizontal movement, we're going to go ahead and maximize it by doing drop sets with each set. So a drop set is essentially where you start with a heavier weight, you finish that set for as many reps that is called for, and then you immediately drop the weight. As you see here, I dropped down to 25s. Don't be afraid to push your ego to the side. Hypertrophy training is not about being the biggest guy in the room. It's about maximizing the tactics to make the muscles grow. So another tactic we're going to use as we finish up here is a burnout. So we're going to use some burnouts with the straight arm pull downs. We're going to do 3 sets of 20 reps, and by burning out, we're only going to have 30 seconds of rest in between each set to make sure we really tax the muscle because it's the last exercise. And then lastly, we're going to finish up with some abs. We're going to do some hanging leg raises, and then we're going to go ahead and finish those up with some crunches. So another back-to-back, and this would be a compound exercise again because we're working the same muscle, but we're going back-to-back. Supersets again would be the opposite muscles being trained back-to-back. So we're just going to finish up with some crunches here, really burn out our abs, because again, it is shredding season, so we definitely want to be able to reveal this physique when the sun is shining. No shirts by the pool. So we finish up with a little bit of cardio to accelerate a little bit of fat loss, not too much, just a little bit at the end of the workout to make sure we keep a steady and consistent rate of fat loss.
All right, ladies and gents, so that wraps up the back workout for today. And I just finished up with some cardio here to burn some extra fat at the end of my workout. As I spoke about in my video about the best types of cardio and the difference between list cardio and HIIT cardio, well, you can actually burn more fat if you do list cardio at the end of a high intensity workout like I just did with high reps, drop sets, supersets, because I've depleted all the glycogen. And then so when I hop on here, I'm actually burning, I'm tapping into the fat a little sooner. So not too much list cardio, just a little bit at the end to sprinkle that in. So I hope you enjoyed this workout. I hope you can see how I incorporate the bodybuilding style workouts in order to bring up my physique and to make sure it's looking good once I diet down and remove all the fat. So hope you like this back workout. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I got more videos coming to help you guys take control of your health and build a quality physique. So subscribe and lets me know that you guys want to see more. Leave a comment if you have any questions, concerns, or there's anything that I didn't make clear in this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take control.